So welcome everybody. Good to be here together, through the cosmos as we do it. During this last week of the Omer, this week of Shekhinah Malchut, it's been a journey, right? It's been a journey from Pesach through the week of Chesed, the week that calls forth loving kindness and to deal with, giving, receiving, experiencing love, and what it's like to call forth compassion. The week of Gevurah, the week of discernment, judgment, the way we set limitations and boundaries. The week of Tiferet, the week of the heart, harmony, balance, imbalance, disharmony, and being with all of that. And the fourth week of the Omer, Netzach, which is, the determination to go towards whatever it is with determination, strength, and vision. Yashar, forward. And then the fifth week of the Omer, the week of Hod, which calls us to be present to what is, to surrender again and again to the present moment. And the week of Yesod, the sixth week of the Omer, the week of foundation, generations of the generative energy that comes through and brings life to all. And it lands us in the seventh week of the Omer, the week of Shekhinah Malchut. Shekhinah Malchut, in a way, is the culmination of all these weeks. It's the culmination of all these weeks, and it's the divine channel. It's the flow of divine energy that flows through us into the world. And this week of the Omer calls us to know, to remember, and to feel, and to be the divine channels that we are. This week of the Omer reminds us that the Omer forms and shapes us. Each of the 49 days, each week, each day forms us. It shapes us. It fashions us to be and receive the gifts that we are. We come to this last week of the Omer, Shekhinah Malchut, and call forth the realization that every day has been fashioning us, every day has been shaping us, every day has been clearing us, challenging us, gifting us, so we can be the gifts that we are, and we can bring forth ourselves and bring forth the gifts that are meant to come through to us. This last week of the Omer, we can see Shavuot from here. And it reminds us that, Shavuot, of course, is the receiving of Torah, the receiving of the experience of Sinai. Shavuot is also, according to the Torah, the festival of first fruits. Shavuot is the time when we bring our fruits, when we bring a mincha chadashah, we bring an offering to each other. And so this week reminds us that the giving of ourselves and the receiving of Torah we meet in that place. We meet in a giving and we meet in a receiving. And it reminds us that what we are here for and in and to do is to be in relationship with each other and with the source of all. And to bring forth what is ours to give into the world for benefit and blessing for all. This week, Shekhinah Malchut, Shekhinah embraces us with love. Shekhinah fills us with divine energy, divine source, and says, live truly, live with strength, and live with dignity. And it's like this energetic energy that surrounds us and fills us, lifts us up, and calls us to remember in every moment we dwell within the divine, and in every moment the divine dwells within us. And to be fashioned by this realization. And then the energy of Malchut comes, and Malchut being the channel being that lamed, being that channel, the channel of divine energy, divine source that each of us and all of us are, grounded in the earth with our being open to all that is, fashioned in such a way that the divine life force comes through us into the world. And this week is like this, in a way, this final fashioning, this final refinement of ourselves in this year, in this capacity. So we are the specific channel that we are, so that the divine flows through us into the world in the particular way that who we are and what we are. And so the divine flows through us into the world, and that becomes the offering. That's the first fruits. And in that flow and in that giving is the place that we meet and are in touch with the divine, with the life force. It's a beautiful gift, this counting of the Omer. It's a beautiful gift because every day we're called into awareness. Every day we're called into relationship. Every day we're called to remember that we exist with each other in all life. And this week especially calls us to fashion our lives as if they were a work of art, in the words of Abraham Joshua Heschel. To fashion our lives as if they were a work of art. To fashion our lives so beauty, harmony, love, kindness, goodness comes through. To fashion our lives so whatever it is that is ours to give comes through with grace and with ease. So let us give thanks for all the weeks of the Omer. Some of them probably more pleasant than others. Some days more fun than others. Some days we really paid attention, others we paid less attention. And still, the Omer does its thing and does its work in us all these days. And so we just finished the 44th day. Let us give thanks for this 44th day that we're just finishing. Gevur Shebe Shechina Malchut. As we get ready to count into the next day. So in a moment, we'll stand and count into the next day. We'll turn into the next day, and then I'll give a teaching, a little intention for the next day. So before we do, let's take some nice, soft, even, deep breaths. Give thanks for the day that's been. Let's give thanks for the Omer journey up to this moment and all that's been revealed and discovered and experienced. Noting, of course, that some of it is more pleasant and easier than others. And really bringing awareness to being in this last week of the Omer. And to being in this week of a loving embrace, of a clear channel, and this final fashioning, final refinement. So we're clear and more able to bring forth our gifts and our blessings for the benefit of all. Get ready to count the next day. So we're going to stand, move this up so I can stand, and invite you wherever you are, if you can, not drive, as long as you're not driving, to stand into this moment. Oh, let's stand in alignment and stand up, with our feet grounded, connected to the earth. Shoulders back so the heart space is open. Feeling ourselves as a channel through which the divine life force flows. Feel ourselves embraced and held by a loving presence. And we say, Hine Mukanu Zaman Lakayam Etzvata Shel Sfarata Omer. Here we are, ready, willing, and able to count the Omer, to unify the name Yud He Vav He in all the worlds for the sake of all being, for the sake of blessing and goodness and harmony and peace. Yehi Noam Adonai Eloheinu Maseh Yedenu, Korana Aleinu Maseh Yedenu. May goodness come through the work of our hands. May the work of our hands bring forth good. We say the bracha Baruch atah Yah Eloheinu melech olam, Sher Kedishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al Sfirat Omer. Hayom, today is the 45th day of the Omer. That makes 6 weeks and 3 days of the Omer. Ribbono Shel Olam, you called us to count the Omer in order to cleanse, heal, purify, and sanctify us. Through the merit of the Omer we counted today, may we be cleansed, healed, purified, sanctified, everything that's in the realm of Tiferet, Shebesh, Shechina, Malchut. And through this, may abundant blessing flow through all the worlds, bringing blessing and healing to every level of the Nefesh, Ruach, Neshama, all the levels of our being and all the being of the world, in the holiness of the Elyon, the Most High. Amen. Selah. So, blessings for this 45th day of the Omer. Tiferet, Shebesh, Shechina, Malchut. Tiferet being the heart space, being beauty, being harmony, being this sense of truth and connection. And so as we go into this 45th day, may we pay special attention and set an intention to align with the harmony of the universe, to align with the harmony of love, to align with the harmony of majesty, to align with the harmony that beauty brings. Yes, there are so many things that are not beautiful, for sure, for sure, for sure. And today says, when and if we can align with the beauty, we can align with the harmony, we'll be better able to face and bring effective, clear, wise action to those things that are not beautiful. And we'll be able to respond to them with loving kindness. Today is like, may my heart be gracious. May my heart be open. May my heart bestow love, kindness, and gentleness. May I be open. May I be loving. May I be gentle. May I bestow loving kindness, generosity, and gentleness. Today, may we walk gently on the earth. May we give thanks to all the creatures with whom we share this planet. May we pay special attention and give special thanks for the beauty we see, we feel, we encounter. Take time to pause and notice the beauty and give thanks. And may we pause and feel ourselves in relationship with the trees and the grasses and the sky. And when we come into situations or encounters that are difficult, as you know, we very well might, whether they're encounters that arise around us or the encounters that arise just with the swirling of our minds, when we encounter those things that throw us off harmony, throw us off balance, which happens, again, encounters just in our experience and encounters, that we have because of the twirling of our minds. May we have the presence to pause and have the presence to breathe and have a presence to align with the divine life force that flows through all. May we have the presence to feel, to call forth, to imagine a loving embrace. And may we meet the situations, encounters with that awareness. And may we continue the practice today of calling forth loving kindness, generosity, gentleness, and ease. And when we go towards ourselves and each other with kindness and with strength, may we remember that our lives are a gift and we're here to bring forth blessing. And may we feel the life force flowing through us and guiding us with love. Blessings to all. So really cool and wonderful to count the Omer together. Thanks for joining on this, this new thing that we're doing. Tonight's Monday night. Tomorrow night, We're offering a live stream of an Omer class I'm going to be giving. It's 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and the information's on the newsletter and on the website. You can click in and join the class, and we'll do other live offerings as the year unfolds. So blessings to all. Thank you for being part of this. May Tiferet Sheba Shechina Malkud come upon all of us for love and for blessing. And tonight also, we're going into Rosh Chodesh Sivan. Tonight is the beginning of Rosh Chodesh Sivan. So may this new month become upon us and all beings for love and for gladness. May it come and bring good health and well-being. May it be a month of forgiveness and blessing. May it be a month that ushers in the possibilities and the paths towards justice and peace. So Chodesh Tov, everybody. Blessings for day 45 and much love. Shalom.